Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
Well, friends, welcome back to the Hy-Vee Today Show. It's Tony Tone, Monday, January 13th. We made it through the snow-mageddon that kind of never was. But, and again, like, it did snow, so meteorologists were not wrong. And what happens sometimes is what took place. Like, they were forecasting ahead, looked like a ton of snow. And then as it got closer, things shifted a little, and then we got what we got. I haven't even seen any official snowfall totals for Muscatine County. I didn't really look, but if I had to surmise a guess, what would we say? Maybe 2 inches of snow? Possibly. I salted my driveway and part of my sidewalk, so then yesterday morning when I got outside, whatever was on the ground was very easy to remove. And then as I was taking my kids to school this morning, I saw some sidewalks, like residential sidewalks, where kids will be walking to school where like nobody's shoveled. And it just kind of annoyed me. Like, get out there. Like, I could see if it was 8 inches of snow and you were like, oh my heavens, that snow is very heavy. But this is like, you could use a broom. Just clear it up. Because now you got like ice under that little thin amount of snow. And then when it snows again, it's just going to get more and more compact. So I saw it and I was like, we can do better, right? Like, unless you're not able to get out, let me know. I'll come and do it for you. Steve and I will grab our respective shovels and we'll make it happen. You ever see those plug-in shovels they have now where it's like a handheld snow blower? Have you seen this? I think, was it Dr. Bark had one last year? You just kind of push it on the snow and it does all the work for you. I would not do your drive. You and I are the Wonder Twins. We're going to attack snow for folks out there that need help. I know. And I'm excited because I used to have a big driveway and now I don't. It's a little bit more steep. So I was trying to, like, you know, when you do that like duck walk and you're like, please don't slip. Like, that's the worst, when you slip and fall in your own driveway. Is that the thing right there? The Toro Power Shovel. Oh, look at that. Could be yours for just $109. You could be out there getting after it with a long extension cord. Like Bob Barker hosting The Price is Right. You got a long cord. You're just like, I hope it's still plugged in. But I guess what I'm saying is, for being January in the state of Iowa, and when I was just looking ahead in the weather app on my phone, it doesn't seem like, now again, things can change, right? I think we have another chance for some winter weather this week. But if you look throughout the rest of the month, I think January is going to be relatively quiet. Now, I don't know if that means that February just comes in and it's game over. I don't know what to expect. So there's a little bit of forecast on the screen for you right there. So what do we have? Rain. So there it is. It's that Friday. This Friday is your next chance for some snow, right? Temps would be right for it, that's for sure. In the 30s and 20s, and then you can see temperatures fall off the table with a high of 9 on Sunday. Sunday's high is 9, and Monday's low is -2. Tremendous. But again, January, Iowa, could be worse, right? I mean, looking outside the parking lot here, like, yeah, some of the mulch is covered, but again, you know, what we don't have in the back of the lot here at Hy-Vee, you know, you drive by a place like Hy-Vee in the winter and there's just that mountain of snow from a snowplow truck being there nonstop. We don't have that, and I'm okay with that. So there's a live look outside, and look, there's no mountain of snow. Isn't that nice? There is no mountain of snow out there. How about it? Yeah. Fantastic. I'm telling Nicole Sorgenfry she can still come on the program. So we'll get her on closer till 9. She's doing, you know what Nicole's doing? She's doing food rescue, everybody. You know what's more important than being on the Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone Show? Rescuing food for people that need it. Shout out to Nicole Sorgenfry, United Way. Isn't that awesome? She's like, I'll be there closer to 9. I'm rescuing food. Boy, if there's ever an excuse. Now, Steve just stopped showing up. We're like, what happened to Steve? And he's like, hey, I'm out here rescuing food. I'd be like, hey, there's Jane. Delmer's wife, Jane. I'm out here rescuing food. Like, Steve, you're good for you, man. We'll miss you. But he's a food rescuer. All right, so with that being said, I want to mention a couple of things. Obviously, we talk about the weather because it's top of mind. Today here at the store, it's Monday, which, you know, depending on how you feel about Monday. It could be kind of a blah day. I would challenge you to come here on Monday. We have two things going on in the store. So we have this Make My Monday deal where with every $10 you spend, we're going to put 10 cents on your fuel saver, everything in the frozen food department. So from frozen pizzas to garlic bread, and then, of course, to things like frozen vegetables or berries and other fruits if you're doing like smoothies and stuff, frozen ice cream, everything under the sun, waffles, pancakes. If it's frozen, today only, spend $10, get 10 cents, 20 gets 20, 30 gets 30, and so on. So that's an awesome deal. Now, that would be good enough for most of y'all, but we're taking it even another step further with a 13-hour sale. So in addition to that, and it has started already because it kicked off at 8 a.m. I just looked at my watch. It's 8:38. So today until 9 p.m., come to the store. And look at that across the top. So you could pick up a baking potato, a russet baking potato or potato. Buy one 99 cents, get the second for 13 cents. How about a bag of Doritos, or as Steve calls them, Dorados? Regular price on those, second bag of Doritos or Dorados, 13 cents. And then on the green pepper, or as Steve calls it, Pepe, buy one green pepper, get the second for 13 cents. It's great. And then if you need more goodie, oh, here comes the Steve. Let's keep it on that ad for just a second before we go to this. This is too good. And a little risque almost. 13 cents. Hy-Vee taco or chili seasoning, 13 cents. Hy-Vee macaroni and cheese, 13 cents. How about a super coupon at the bottom of that with an even like another fuel saver? So now keep in mind, if you use that super coupon, that doesn't work on frozen food because there's already the Make My Monday frozen fuel saver, but everything else, that's awesome. And then, Chad, there's one more side to that ad that's even better. So it's today only, 13 hours. Pick up a pizza for $5. How about a bucket of chicken for $8.13? Hy-Vee Chinese one entree meal for $5. That's a huge savings. And then across the bottom there, you can see things like, what do we got? Hy-Vee cottage cheese, some Italian bread, all-you-can-eat salad bar, some shrimp, oven-roasted boneless stuffed pork chops, thin sliced deli ham, paper towels, and then brats for 88 cents. So those are going on until 9 p.m. today. Steve's note says rescue food with appeal. See? Because it's a banana. Right? And again, Steve has the best stationery ever written on the Nathan Mather paper. Steve would most of us were kind of like tired of the caucus and you're frustrated. Maybe people are knocking on your door. Steve welcomes it because he's like, I'll totally caucus for that person that you're talking about as long as I can have a pad of paper. I will buy. No, I'm not buying you paper. I love these notes. These are the best. I just think like whomever doesn't, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like if a team doesn't win the Super Bowl, they've got all the shirts and stuff printed. They say that they ship them to like a third world country, right? I would say same thing with pads of paper for political candidates that don't get elected. Bring them to the store and I'll give them to Steve, right? Right? Like those Hillary 16 pads, you probably got a ton of them left, right? Yeah, I was going to say. That's pretty good artwork, though, even on a Monday. Look, it's like three-dimensional and everything. That's something else. But again, I just love it. I love scratch paper. It's great. You're an artist. You know this. I don't have to tell you this. Okay, so two things going on today. And then this coming Saturday, Rock and Roll Bingo. So this is exciting. We haven't done this before. Oh, he just had a light bulb moment. Steve just had a light bulb moment. As soon as I said Rock and Roll Bingo, I can't wait. So this is Saturday at 7 o'clock, and I haven't looked at the RSVPs, but I'm assuming that, and if I see D or Bailey, I'd love to ask him how the RSVPs are looking because I have a feeling it's going to be packed this Saturday. So Rock and Roll Bingo, what is it? Well, it's kind of like bingo, but with songs. So you'll hear a snip of a song, and then you'll look at your sheet, and if you have the title of that song on your sheet, you scratch it off or whatever. You make an X or you color it in. You use your dabber, your bingo dabber, and that's how you can get a bingo. So if we go back to that ad, I just want to talk about some of the other things going on. So this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm not hosting this. I'll be here. My intent is to be here to help my buddy Jesse get situated, and then I'm probably going to hang out. I'm not going to play because if I won, people would think it's rigged, but I'll just kind of like facilitate it a little. So Saturday, 7 o'clock, half off draft beer, $3 pitchers, $2 well mixed drinks, $6 cheeseburger and fries, half off all appetizers, as it says right there, because a lot of people have asked me. It's free to play, no cost to play, and you could win a Hy-Vee gift card with the winning song is Winchester Cathedral. Okay, so Steve is giving you a little bit of a hint. You could be here on Saturday and you could yell out the names of the songs to spoil the fun. It's Winchester Cathedral. Like, Steve, you're spoiling it again. So that's this Saturday, and listen, we've never done it before, and I would say that I don't know what to expect, but the response on Facebook alone has been huge. So I think it'll be very busy in here, and shout out to Jammin' with Jesse, my buddy who has all the rock and roll bingo stuff. He's the one that's going to host it, so I look forward to him doing that. All right, last thing I'll say, and again, we are filling a little bit of time until our friend gets here with the United Way, and that's okay. We've got the food court deals going on here at the store. So if you don't want to have to think about cooking anything for lunch or dinner today on Monday, we don't want you to have to do that either. So everything that you can see for Monday is still good to go through the end of the month. So you could do, now it's a better deal to do the $5 all-you-can-eat salad bar, but if you just need one trip, $3.99, can't beat that price. How about buy one, get one free lunch from the Market Grill Express? Huh? So if you came in here, Steve, can you hand me a menu for the Market Grill? Do you see any of them? Like in between those napkin holders right there. I just want people to understand. Thank you, pal. No, one of the menus, and buy the salt and pepper shaker, sorry. Because if you come and if you buy one, get one free lunch, like you could really save a ton of dough on this. $4 sandwich from the sandwich shop. Thank you, sir. Hot turkey sandwich on there as well. Market Grill Express menu. I just want to see, I'm kind of looking for like the most expensive thing on here just to prove a point. And it's probably going to be a burger. Man, they lowered the prices. It's so nice. Nothing is over $9. Is that right? Okay, so let's just stick with, how about the 3-cheese patty melt or the mac and cheese burger right here. So let me get my fat thumbs out of the way. So you can see where it says $9, right? Okay. So you could buy one mac and cheese burger. I don't know if you know how we do this mac and cheese burger either. It's literally like a piece of Texas toast. Is that what it says on there? Yeah, it's served, sourdough bread, excuse me. So it's a piece of sourdough bread. It's served open face. So it's sourdough bread, hand-patted burger, giant portion of mac and cheese, and then hand-cut fries or whatever you're going to get for the side. I know that there's other options for sides. But if you bought one of those for $9, you would get the second one for free. So, I know it's Monday, and even if, like, listen, even if you're being healthy, there's healthy stuff on here. I just wanted to show you the most expensive thing to, again, prove my point. So that's fantastic. You can see every day of the week there's something going on here at the store. And we definitely want you to stop in and check it out. Nicole Sorgenfry says she is on her way, so that's great news. We'll talk to her in just a moment and get the latest update. Again, Nicole Sorgenfry, rescuing food as we're sitting here, helping to get food for people that need it. While we're speaking of doing good things, I want to also remind you that you still have time to purchase one of these bags. I love these bags. If you're trying to do the reusable grocery bags and help out a good cause at the same time, we've got the Hy-Vee fundraiser bags throughout the month of January. You purchase these, $2.50, and $1 for the month of January will be donated to Crossroads here in Muscatine. So from every bag that is sold, $1, right? And you can see on the back there's a tag that has a little bit of information about how the program works, and then you can always suggest a local charity. Go to myhyveecause.com right there. Isn't that nice? Like, I love this program. You can fit so much stuff into these bags, right? I mean, they're tall. I hope you get, like, the scope of the size of this thing. So, again, if you're trying to not use plastic, I recommend this. It's a reusable grocery bag that helps out a good cause at the same time. It is a total win-win, right? Does it make your heart look big? Absolutely. So pick them up near the entryway. They're right over by Floral. I point that way because that's exactly where it is. And we would love to get you situated over there, okay? I was just going to say something and I forgot it. Don't you hate when that happens? What was I going to mention? Oh, fuel saver. Yeah. All right, so food rescue. Yes, perfect. Good. So we're talking about rescuing food, literally rescuing food. And this is on the United Way of Muscatine's website. So Nicole Sorgenfrey, program manager with United Way of Muscatine, en route to the store to be on the show. Food rescue since 2014, 1.9. Is that what that says? $1.9 million in food has been rescued. That is awesome. Came out of the Blue Zones project, as it says on the website right there. Kicked off in April 2014, and volunteers pick up food from Hy-Vee Main Street, that other place, and then it gets delivered. Look at how great that is. How much food. Holy smokes. That is unbelievable. What does that say? Unused and unwanted food is often thrown out, piling dumpsters with heavy food waste that could otherwise have been rescued and donated to those in need. That is absolutely fantastic. Just think about that. In 6 years, $1.9 million. That's a ton. Wow, good job. And I always know that they need volunteers for the food rescue. So if you're interested in helping out with their efforts, get a hold. And we'll talk to Nicole more about this in just a moment. She'll be here. All right, if we can go to my Facebook, I had an awesome fuel saver yesterday. I shared a picture of my receipt, and I want to clarify a little bit because I had a couple of questions on how people were like, how did you get more than 20 gallons of gas? Well, the fuel saver goes up. So whatever you have on your fuel saver, up to 20 gallons of gas. And then after that point, you don't receive the discount. But look at that. So that was yesterday. I needed to get gas. I was the guy that, like, I left my house. You know how I don't know if your car tells you how many miles you have till you're empty. I had about 10 when I left my house. So I'm like coasting into the gas station yesterday, almost on fumes. And my mom was over at my house. It was my wife's birthday. Ate a little breakfast. And then I said to my mom, I got to go get gas. I have this huge amount on my fuel saver, right? $2.68. So look at that right there. Look at the math. So between my car, which took 17 gallons to fill up, and then my mom, 25 gallons of gas in total were pumped. And the total was $60.53. So this is just, I'm putting this out there for the people that don't have a fuel saver or don't think it works. That's the most I've ever saved. So if I would have just filled up my own vehicle and not had my mom, I would have had 17 gallons of gas, and I would have paid 1 cent. And the best part is, since I had more on my fuel saver than the cost of gas yesterday at the time of getting it, I now still have 36 cents on my fuel saver. 36 cents. That's great. So I'm super pumped about that. There's the birthday cake in question, right? Talking about birthday, working at a place. There's a great comment on there from Greg Dwyer from Dwyer Michaels on 97X saying that I don't really have an excuse to never have a birthday cake. Totally accurate. Totally accurate. No excuse when you work at a place that has cake decorators to not have a birthday cake. Are you ready? Is he giving me the signal? Steve's ready? Okay. Well, I figured since we were talking about birthdays and birthday cakes, we'll send Steve. There's the Dwyer comment. You're lucky to work at Hy-Vee where you can forget it's her birthday all day and then pick up a cake before you leave work. If you only knew how true that was, Dwyer. If you only knew how accurate that was. All right, so we're going to get Nicole Sorgenfrey here with the United Way of Muscatine in just a second. Adam Rinniger, our buddy on Facebook, says, today and tomorrow are the Special Olympic Winter Games. Adam, I did not know that. I'm making a note. Special Olympics Winter Games. I am so glad you told me that, Adam. That's why I love doing this show and being able to see comments like that. So we'll check in with hopefully get an update on how everybody does with Special Olympics in their Winter Games. But for now, we're going to see if Steve's out there with the Toyota Muscatine car cam. He's going to head towards that bakery because our cake decorators are great. And I probably should have given them a little bit more notice with respects to needing the cake for my wife. It wasn't totally last minute. And I guess I just, I see him back there cranking out cakes and decorating things, and I don't really have a sense of how long it takes per se. But right behind that counter is Jody Fuller, and she was the one that did that red velvet cream cheese frosted cake for my wife. So shout out to Jody. And you can see, now listen, I could have very easily grabbed one of those, right? I could have. But I just like, my wife likes the red velvet. And sometimes they have red velvet cakes in there. And listen, my 7-year-old doesn't like red velvet cake. So he was mad, and my wife, on her own birthday yesterday, came here and bought a small chocolate cake just to appease the 7-year-old on her own birthday. That's a whole other story. So whether you think ahead or it's last minute, and even if it's not, maybe you're just excited about, your Green Bay Packers advancing to the NFC Championship. There's a football cake right there, right? As much as, much to my chagrin as a Bears fan, my wife is a Packers fan, the Packers are one win away from going to the Super Bowl. Boy, what a time. Going to be a tough game, though. Green Bay Packers, San Francisco 49ers, especially when you think about San Francisco 49ers and that George Kittle, former Iowa Hawkeye tight end. He is awesome. All right, so a quick little jaunt. There's a red velvet cake right down there, by the way. So see, I had options. I didn't have to put my coworker on the spot like we're kind of doing now by having the cart cam in their department. But also, like I said, it's hard not to when I work here to just take advantage of it. Maybe I should have just gone with some of those giant frosted cookies. You see those things? There's people that just say, hey, happy birthday. Here's a giant cookie. Here's a unicorn cookie. Hey, darling, happy birthday. I know you love unicorns. Here's that cookie for you. Or some snowmen. And then at the same time, we're going to cruise past the donut case in about 2 seconds. Another option, people might just do a donut cake, right? That's a thing at weddings where it's just a board with donuts on it, right? Look at those. Oh, my Lanta. Y'all need to come and buy some of those. What is that one? Look at how big that thing is. What is that? Look, is that like a test donut? What is it? Look at the size of that. Next to the, what? I think that one is like a peanut butter and jelly. And then to the right, there's just like some colossal donut in there. So check it out, Hy-Vee Bakery, donuts made in-house. Nothing annoys me more than when people think they have to drive to, like, out of town to get donuts, like that one donut place that's just painful donuts could be called. Like, we can do those here, made by people that are your neighbors. Let us know. Like, please, we would love to take care of it. Like, I know you want a fancy donut. They do them all the time. And it's 3 minutes from your house, right? Steve, can you ask him what that if you go, Steve, if you take like 3 steps back, there's a giant donut. I don't even know what it was, unless it was like a bear claw. Okay, wait. So it's that right there, bottom shelf. It's next to those. It's not one of those. Hopefully Betty's getting that for somebody else. But it's right next to those on the very bottom. What is it? Is it a cinnamon roll? Is Steve getting himself a donut right now? Yeah, it's the ones next to that, those big giant ones. I just don't know what that is. Look at the size of that thing, right? Oh, Steve's putting it in the cart. Oh boy, he's not paying for it. He's stealing. But look at how big that thing is. I don't even know. Does it have a name? I don't know what that thing is down there. All right. So hopefully, speaking of food rescue, hopefully we don't have to rescue any of those donuts. Although if Steve doesn't pay for that one, we're going to have to put out a little alert and get somebody on it immediately to come and rescue that from Steve. So today, Monday, January 13th, National Clean Off Your Desk Day. Will you clean off your desk? I try my best, usually once a week, to keep things organized on my workspace, especially on a day like this where like people will need computers here at the store. So I signed off my computer upstairs. Everything's pretty organized. And then I don't know if you do the move. I try not to accumulate a ton of paper, but if I do, once a month, I kind of purge things from the desk and get them sent off to be recycled, or if it can't be recycled, thrown away. So that's today, January 13th, National Clean Off Your Desk Day. You can see the rest of them on the screen there. It's also National Korean American Day, Rubber Ducky Day, National Sticker Day, Stephen Foster Memorial Day, and National Peach Melba Day, which must be some type of dessert, I'm assuming, right? No idea what that is. Again, it's what? Really? Oh, look at that. Okay. So it's like a little sundae almost. Another dessert from a famous chef. Okay. Who made that? It was French chef. Oh, good luck saying that name. Holy mackerel. French chef Auguste Escoffier, maybe? Something like that. Invented the elegant dessert back in 1892. It's been around that long? I guess I've never even heard of this. The dessert honored Australian soprano Nellie Melba. The chef was known for naming his creations after famous people. Wow. So, National Peach Melba Day. Will you celebrate? I guess you'd have to make it yourself at this point, though, right? Like, there's not a lot of ice cream places that would know what that is. I can't imagine. I mean, I don't know. Where are you going to go? Like, we don't have a Whitey's in town. That's who I would assume would maybe know something about that. But, yeah, I don't know. That's weird. But, yeah, clean off your desk if you have it, right? Get that taken care of. All right, let's go to, if we can, let's go to the United Way of Muscatine's website, because our friend Nicole Sorgenfrey is going to be here in just a minute, and there is CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam at the back of the store, seeing our friends in the seafood and meat department getting ready to get after it. So I'll tell you what, folks that are sticking to that New Year's resolution, they are doing a good job with seafood department and meat department. So if you're trying a diet and you're trying to find a good balance, whether it is like salmon and stuff from the seafood department or meat from the meat department, they're really taking care of people, and I'll talk more about that in just a minute. So Nicole Sorgenfrey, United Way of Muscatine, rescuing food this morning, on her way to join me on the Hy-Vee Today show. I just figured we'd go to their web. There's their Facebook page. Okay, so United Way of Muscatine, downtown, right? You know everybody in that picture maybe. It's a great group of folks. We just got through the holidays, busy time of year for everybody, but especially those that could use some help. Oh, that's perfect. Tech Night. Yes, we're going to talk about Tech Night. That is tomorrow. Let's click on that. I didn't see that when I was looking earlier, but I guess I didn't go to their Facebook page. So this is perfect. So this is one of the things that Nicole is going to talk about when she gets here. This is coming up on Tuesday, so tomorrow, from 6 to 8 p.m. So what the United Way of Muscatine knows is that around the holidays, folks will receive things like tablets or laptops or even that first or second smartphone. This is geared, it's really geared towards anyone, but certainly if you have someone in your life that is a few years older and may not fully grasp technology and you want them to, bring them out, right? So tomorrow, 6 till 8. I'll tell you what, I mean, I had the same cell phone for almost 3 years, which is a long time before I upgraded to iPhone 11, which matches my shirt, oddly enough. And there were things that I had no idea, right? Because I had the same phone for almost 3 years. You get comfortable with those technology in your life, the devices. So yeah, I mean, I don't really need a tech night per se, but for somebody out there that you just gifted, because it's a lot, right? I mean, if you give, like I gave my mom a laptop a couple of years ago. She's never had a laptop, right? I kind of showed her the basics, but I could have spent more time on it. So if that's someone in your life, you should totally tell them about Tech Night. I think it's so great that they're continuing to do this, and it makes total sense. Like I said, that's the thing. We can't just assume to give people like brand new tech. What in the world is that thing? Happy Diet? Is that what this donut's called? Is a Happy Diet? You're too kind. I don't even know what this is. What is this thing? Did they tell you what it's called? It smells like, I'm not going to, oh my gosh, it smells like apple pie. Is that what it is? It's an apple pie donut? Oh my Lanta. You know, we were just talking about how our guest who's just walking in, rescuing food all morning, helping save food and help people, Nicole Sorgenfrey, United Way. Do you think that this donut should be rescued? Are you interested in an apple pie donut, Nicole?
Oh, I would not eat it, but I would rescue it for someone else.
So it's good to see you. You were literally, so tell everybody where you were out rescuing food this morning. So
right.
You're going to different places.
We had a large load this morning,
okay.
Monday and all.
Yeah.
So the volunteer needed help unloading it. And
where was it getting unloaded at?
Salvation Army.
Okay, so the volunteer went around, and we were on the website earlier, and we were talking about $1.9 million of food has been rescued since you guys rolled this program out in 2014. And so Mondays are typically a busier day.
Yeah.
Okay. So everything that was rescued, and it doesn't all just go to Salvation Army, obviously. It goes to a couple different places, right?
Days. So
okay.
we have Salvation Army days. We have MCSA food
Okay.
pantry days, and then we also do locker days.
Okay.
So some of the school
Perfect.
lockers get food, typically on Fridays, so that they can send home bags of food.
That's absolutely fantastic. But did you think in 2014 that you'd be able to say almost $2 million has been rescued? That's staggering, right?
We had no idea.
And obviously, well, you have an idea because you were just lifting it all
Yeah.
like up until 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So what a great way. I mean, what a rewarding way to start your week, right? Helping someone that you said it. There was a volunteer, right?
Yeah, it's
so these
all
are
run by volunteers.
awesome. So do you still need, Nicole, do you need volunteers to help with food rescue?
We currently could use a Friday volunteer.
Okay. A Friday
So,
volunteer. Perfect.
We have everything filled, or if you just want to be like a backup, that would be great. Someone that we could call and someone's going to take a day off. And we have a lot of our volunteers, they'll tell us 2 weeks in advance, so then I can let
Sure.
you know.
Yeah. So you have a little bit of notice. Or if you just want to help so that Nicole can enjoy a quiet Monday and help with the unloading of a giant haul, that's super exciting, though. I think it's such a great program. Just before you walked in, we were talking about your tech night, which is tomorrow.
Yes.
And that's definitely the reason that you're here. And I was saying that I myself, in the last 2 months or 3 months, upgraded my cell phone, and I've had smartphones for a while, but there is still a learning curve. And the thing that I was saying, can we click on the poster or zoom in? That's perfect. So the thing that I was saying, Nicole, is 2 years ago at Christmas, I got my mom a laptop.
Oh,
She's
yes.
never had a laptop. And I admitted this, I probably should have taken more time with her. So for folks that need to understand that Christmas is behind us, but if they were gifted a tablet, a laptop, or a new cell phone, and they look at it like it's a foreign object, this is here to help.
Even if it's not new.
Okay.
I mean, you can still bring it in. A lot of times we have folks that come in, they're just having trouble setting up their email and getting that app on the device and so forth. I know my parents are the worst on that. It's like, just use your email. We'll
Right.
send you invites and you can add to your calendar. Utilizing your calendar on your phone.
Yeah, it's a nice system. So with respects to this event tomorrow night, it's all led by high school students, right? Is that correct?
So it's led by the IJAC program, which is at the
IJAC,
high
okay.
school. It's a newer program for at-risk kids that try to find them some different outlets to stay engaged in school.
And this has happened for how many years, these tech nights?
So last year we took a break, but
Okay.
it was about 5 years prior to that.
And the thing that because I guess the other part of this is certainly it's a great service, but sometimes when people receive a gift like a tablet or a laptop or a cell phone, we're stubborn by nature. So we don't want to admit that we need help.
Right.
And this tends to be more of like a guy thing. But I imagine these high school students don't make anybody feel uncomfortable or stupid for not understanding how these devices work, right?
So it's also a learning lesson for them
Sure.
to work with other folks and talk to them, explain to them the steps and so
Yep.
forth. Because I know, like my students, I have 2 college boys, and they'll just take my phone and do it for me. It's like, no, I need to learn how to do that.
Right.
I
It's
am
a
not an
lot.
idiot. My children think I am, but
Yeah, but that's the same thing with anything, right? Like, if you're showing somebody something, we're so inclined by nature to just do it,
Right.
to just take over. But nobody learns anything that way,
Right.
Right? You have to step back and relinquish some control, so then somebody can understand step by step. And the thing, so like, and this happens to the best of us. I just had to reset my, router and modem at my house yesterday. To get the internet back working, and then of course one of the devices you got to reconnect to your Wi-Fi. Who knows their Wi-Fi password? Raise your hand. You're a liar. Nobody knows their Wi-Fi password. You've probably got it written down somewhere. What I had done years ago, since we've had the same Wi-Fi password for a while, I emailed it to myself so I can type in Wi-Fi password on my Gmail and I find it. What I'm getting at is my mom couldn't remember her Wi-Fi password when, guess what she got for Christmas? She got a Fire Stick, right?
Oh.
So that's a whole other thing. So maybe it's a Fire Stick you could help people with.
I
Just
have
at least giving them some
I have an
pointers.
app on my phone that helps me remember all my passwords.
There's too many passwords. So
It's probably 50.
Right, and I totally get it. I'm all about like facial recognition. I know it's kind of like Big Brother's watching. Well, they're already watching. You might as well let your face unlock your device. That's what I like about this thing, or a fingerprint. But what I'm getting at is my mom. I'm like, "What's your Wi-Fi password?" And she had that look like.
I was supposed to remember that.
Right, but what I did, because I'm a little smart, when I got her the aforementioned laptop, I typed her Wi-Fi password and saved it as like a note on her desktop.
Oh, there you go.
So I'm like, "Where's your laptop?" She goes, "I don't know." And I'm like, "Mom, it was right next to the couch." Fire up the laptop. There's the password. Drop it in to the Fire Stick. But that's for so many of us. That happens all the time here at work. Hy-Vee just changed how you get Hy-Vee discount if you're an employee, and guess what you have to have? An email address. I have a couple coworkers ain't never had no email address in their whole life. I personally set up an email address for one of my coworkers, and he looked at me and said, "This kind of changes my life. I can use this all the time." And I said, "You can use it for anything, pal."
And that's.
And all it took was a couple of minutes and being a little empathetic, right?
We have another event coming up in February, which we don't have the dates exactly set yet. We're working with the library, but our tax nights. And that is one of the biggest things that I do. We don't give out tax help, but I will sit there and help them set up a Gmail.
That's so awesome.
Because you have to have an email to do an
Right.
online tax.
And for so many of us, we take those things for granted. And I just hope that if you're out there and you're watching, and if you're watching this on cable and you're looking at that device right now, this is for you tomorrow. This Tech Night is for
Yes.
you. And then great segue, W-2, my W-2 is online, and as of last week, couldn't believe it, printed it off. I have an accountant friend of mine that I've used for years, so I don't really have to worry personally. But for folks that are out there, Nicole, that don't know what to do when it comes to tax time, United Way has so many really strong resources, right?
Right, so we have My Free Taxes, and you can do this on your own. We do tax nights just to help you through the computer process, because sometimes that is difficult for folks or scary in my parents' sense.
Overwhelming, sure.
So it's called myfreetaxes.com. You can go onto that. It's a United Way worldwide program. It is a conjunction with H&R Block. So then we are doing tax nights, which we're working with the library to get those set up, where we'll have laptops and so forth there. In the past, we did at MCSA, but they have redone their main lobby and taken out their computer lab, which is great. But I think this will be the library is beautiful and we all love it, so it'll be a new thing for folks to get into there as well. So we will have those dates out. They're all through February.
Okay.
So we're excited about that.
Yeah, and taxes definitely can be daunting, right? I mean,
And this program is so easy.
You just literally
it tells
plug
you
in some
exactly what
numbers.
number on your W-2s that you need to plug in, and so forth. There is some stipulations. You have to make under like $55,000 a year.
Okay.
You can't have a whole lot of withdrawals from your different investment programs and so forth.
So again, it's a resource if you're out there. United Way Muscatine has all of these great extensions, and you work with so many good organizations. So from a tech night to tax time, that's just like the icing on the donut, I guess, for the analogy, as far as things that are going on, but certainly things that are coming up. So tech night tomorrow, tax help coming soon. What else is on your calendar as you're looking into February,
we're getting
March?
ready to prep for our Dave Cairings for this spring.
Okay.
We're already getting phone calls from senior citizens that would like to have some help. We have some projects that we're going to finish up with as well, but those dates will be rolling out.
Good.
This Friday is our pancake breakfast.
That's what I was going to say. I didn't want to mention that because so this Friday you have a pancake breakfast. So a very busy week with, and there it is right there on the screen. So again, the tech night tomorrow, Tuesday the 14th, and then pancake breakfast Friday. Everybody should start their day with pancakes, right?
Yes.
And a good cause. So the Kids First Fund, we've talked about it, but for folks that are maybe tuning in that aren't familiar with Kids First Fund, can you give us like the elevator speech on that?
So the Kids First Fund helps kids feel one with their peers, in a nutshell. So what it does is it helps them participate in different events. It helps them with shoes and clothing as needed, just to keep them one with their peers. So there's that lack of, we're trying to take that barrier out, and so then therefore the bullying is cut back.
So that our kids don't have to feel different when they're in class trying to learn
Right.
Right. They're all there for the same reason, how they get there and making sure that they're equipped to take in all that they're hearing. I don't know. I love Kids First Fund. It makes total sense to keep it going strong. A comment on Facebook from the United Way of Muscatine. Adding in the 2019 numbers, we've rescued over $2.5 million worth of food. That is crazy. That is absolutely fantastic. $2.5 million rescued in food. So that means that, yes, I mean, something like a donut that Hy-Vee says, okay, by our standards, we have to take this off the shelf, but it's still good. It is not expired. It is not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It can be rescued. And wow, 2.5
So in
million.
Hy-Vee's defense, we rarely ever get these in our food rescue. They sell them out. But
Right.
it's bread, it's damaged canned goods, it could be slightly expired canned goods, all those items we can use. We have so many participations in this program now. Anything from KFC, Pizza Hut, Little Caesars.
Awesome.
Some of the gas stations. So this is
super
a
cool.
great program.
I didn't know that.
Well,
So
it
the-
is illegal
yeah.
for you to sell expired food.
Right, right. So rather than, again, throw it out, if it can be rescued
Yes.
and given to someone, that's $2.5 million, though. That is unbelievable. Would you say that, I mean, obviously, Nicole, the demand is there, right? So if the supply is the rescued food and that's up here, the local demand or the need for rescued food must be right there as well. If it weren't, you wouldn't have to keep rescuing
the rescued
it, right?
food, a lot of it is bread and
Sure.
items that they would have used on a buffet or something,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was frozen. So with those kind of items, we are using those to feed them.
Sure.
So like at MCSA, we have a lunch program. At Salvation Army, we have a lunch program. It's free, so we're feeding them.
Sure.
So the chicken can go into the oven, be reheated, and fed, and pizza and so forth. The other items are bread, and so these are like filler items.
Sure.
So when we do food drives, we get a lot of like canned items and box foods. So this helps fill that gap.
That's absolutely fantastic. $2.5 million. Holy moly. All right, lot to unpack. So again, Tech Night tomorrow, if you're out there and you have that device and it's intimidating, come to Tech Night. Kids First Fun Pancake Breakfast Friday. Tax relief help coming soon. Spring Day of Caring. Just hearing the word spring.
Isn't that beautiful?
Well, it is, and it is because we don't know what February is going to look like. I was saying at the start of the show, this storm that wasn't, and that we may have more snow this weekend. But again, we're sitting here, and the comment that I made, Nicole, and you know just as well as I do, usually around this time you drive around anywhere that has a parking lot, and there's that mountain of snow.
Oh, yeah.
And depending on the winter, like last year, we had that mountain of snow in our lot until, I don't know, end of April?
Oh, yeah.
Until it really gets warm enough to kind of melt it all down. So that's exciting to hear about Spring Day of Caring. We will absolutely take it.
And it's 40 degrees today, so we'll take that.
I was going to say, amen, right? So maybe I was wrong. I was making the comment at the start of the show about seeing some sidewalks that were not touched. Maybe people are just smarter than I am and they know it's going to melt today. I don't know.
No, that would be a lazy. You're not lazy.
I had salt out and I had shoveled and I was even like one arm shoveling while I had the dog on the leash yesterday, and I was wearing shorts. So my neighbors probably think I'm crazy. But I think we all have that. By the way, I have two ideas. I don't know if you've ever heard me talk about this. There's United Way Muscatine Facebook page. Two ideas that could make me millions. Coffee table books, because you know how popular coffee table books are. The first one is it's just a series of close-up portraits of people before
I
they
did know
sneeze.
that. Yes.
Before the sneeze book. So it's like, right? And then the second one is just like outfits that we wear to get the mail or outfits that we wear to get like a dog outside. Because you're always stepping in like yesterday when I had the dog, I had like shoes on with no socks, shorts, and you know what I mean? We're always like putting on weird clothes. So those are my two ideas. Obviously, they're not going to work out.
I have a 19-year-old son in the ag program at MCC, and I love it when he wears basketball shorts and his cowboy boots. I'm like, really?
That's what I'm saying. This is the whole book idea. Like, and I saw two of my neighbors getting their mail, and they all had on like I'm going to get them. You know what I mean? Like you're just making that quick jaunt outside, so you're just stepping into something really quick. So
Yeah.
don't nobody steal my idea, really, because it's going to be a good one. All right. Anything else we need to say while you're here? Are you going back to rescuing food when you leave?
No, I'll go back to work.
Go back to work, okay. I would say jump on United Way of Muscatine's website, get on their social media channels, and connect with everything that they have going on. This is something that somebody found near my desk. I think it was stuck in a drawer upstairs. That was your guys? So, right. Uh-huh.
We were wondering about that.
Yeah. So take that. I think when we have, I don't know if you know Skippy from the Brews here.
Yeah.
So we're moving some desks around and yeah, so that fell out. So we're happy to have found that. All right, United Way of Muscatine online on social media. Tech Night tomorrow, 6 o'clock.
Yes.
6 p.m. Tech Night. Be there. If you're struggling, it's okay. Like, I know you're out there. Somebody's watching this right now and they're going, yeah, I got this tablet and it's overwhelming, but I don't want to admit it. It's fine. It's fine to be overwhelmed by technology. Yeah. We totally get it. You're not alone, and if you can learn about it at no cost, right? This is free.
Oh, no, it's totally free.
Totally
it's a great
free.
program for the adults to get some information and for the students to learn how to give information.
I love that, and it'll help those kids immensely. So that's tomorrow, 6 o'clock in the Walnut Room, First National Bank downtown. All right, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you for rescuing food and helping out your great volunteer. I can't even imagine how much it was. It had to have been staggering amount today.
It's probably around $1,200.
$1,200 worth of food rescued today. That's great. All right, so we're going to go CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam, and we'll let Nicole go back to work. Are you sure? Is there anybody in your office? I'm offering.
I don't think so. It's January. Isn't everyone on a diet?
Yes, I am. And Steve's over here tempting me. What is this? This is the after the sneeze.
Oh, ew.
This guy, he is an artiste, I tell you what. All right, let's go CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam. That is very detailed. We're looking at the seafood department and the meat department, everybody. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Tech Night, United Way, tomorrow, 6 o'clock. Kids First Fun Pancake Breakfast on Friday, and Day of Caring coming up in the spring. Holy moly, are you ready for that? Steve is always caring and ready. There's Mike Church. Eileen, everybody getting ready. Look, Church just looked right at the camera. You see that? Tried not to look at it, but he did. All right, we're going to mention a couple of things, and then we're going to get out of here for today. It's already 9:20. Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? Holy Toledo. I'm also going to peek at the guest list. So tomorrow on the show, we'll talk to Lindsay Phillips with Big Brothers Big Sisters in Muscatine County, and then Ashley Hardman, who runs our Starbucks here at Hy-Vee. On Wednesday, we'll chat with Pam Collins, director of the Munster Public Library, and Betty Collins, youth services librarian. Also on Wednesday, Skippy Armstrong in the house, food service manager here at Hy-Vee. Thursday, Amy Hessel with the YMCA is on the show. And then Friday, Jim Hayes, executive director with Crossroads. And definitely have a lot to talk about with Jim Hayes when he comes on Friday. So we've got some things. Somebody's calling me from Clinton, Iowa right now. Who's calling me from Clinton? I don't know. I know people in Clinton, but I don't know who would be calling me at this hour. All right, a couple things we're going to mention before we get out of here. Do you like how Nicole, I offered the donut, and she's like, it's January. Everybody's on a diet. Like, you're right. And myself too, right? I'm in there. I'm in the diet mode. But look at this thing. I mean, if you were ever going to fall off the wagon on a diet, wouldn't it be right into face first into an apple pie donut? Eat, Papa, eat. All right. Let's touch on a couple of things, and we're going to get out of here. So I mentioned at the start of the show today, Make My Monday, $10, 10 cents, fuel saver, frozen department. Everything that's frozen is included. Sorry, but giant apple pie donuts are not. But if you are doing that New Year's resolution and you need some frozen vegetables, if you need some very bland and boring frozen riced cauliflower, it works a little bit. You're doing like a low carb stir fry. You just got to put a little seasoning in there. But listen, if it's frozen, it's good. Maybe you just need a plethora of pizza. Today's secret word is plethora. So with every $10 you spend, 10 cents on that fuel saver. Are you getting a tight shot on this donut? That's what happened, right? Oh my goodness. Oh, baby, you think there's any sugar in that? Nah, I don't know. I don't know if there's any sugar in that apple pie donut. Oh my Lanta. Holy moly, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. One little nibble. I'd probably go into like a sugar just like, and just sleep. Huh? What day is it? I do like apple pie though. I like our donuts. Could you do this as like a keto low carb? Probably. There, look at Sherry. You know who would like this? Sherry right here. She'd want that. Oh, she's saying no. Oh, right. Tell you about Sherry Siwasink, I tell you. Also going on right now, 13-hour sale. It's right there on the screen, y'all. Check it out. 13 hours to save until 9 p.m. this evening at the store. Look at those deals. Buy one potato, get one for 13 cents. Buy a bag of Doritos, get one for 13 cents. How about a green pepper, or as Steve calls it, Pepe Le Pew? Buy one, get one for 13 cents. Also some taco seasoning, some mac and cheese. There's a super coupon for the fuel saver. Weird seeing Steve Graham here after he was off for what seemed like an eternity. Only Steve Graham would be smart enough to take vacation when we had our first snow scare. I think I took about 40,000 steps between last Thursday and Friday, and that's no joke. And then on the other side of that 13-hour sale, you can see deals on pizza and a bucket of chicken. Nice bucket of chicken. Hy-Vee Chinese one-entree meal. There's some, what do we got? Some shrimp, some salad, cottage cheese, paper towels, and the brats for 88 cents right here. Going on. Bailey, do we have a lot of reservations for bingo Saturday? Have you looked? Do you know? Do you want, it's written down. You want to take a peek? We won't put you on camera, don't worry. But just take a peek and let me know. I'd love to know. So rock and roll bingo, it's right there on the screen. It's this Saturday, 7 o'clock here at the store. Half off draft beer, $3 pitchers, $2 well-mixed drinks, $6 cheeseburger and fries, half off appetizers. Free to play, win gift cards. I'm not hosting it, so if you don't like me, come on out. Right? I mean, people, they probably get tired of me. I understand. So my buddy Jesse with Jammin' with Jesse is going to host this. What is Rock and Roll Bingo? As I mentioned earlier, you would hear a snip of a song, and then you would look at your sheet, and if the snip of the song was Stairway to Heaven, you could win.
There's 5 reservations with 20 people.
Okay, so 20 reservations as of right now. That's solid. It's not a regular bingo. I want to clarify. And we are going to do a regular bingo Monday, January 20th. This is different. This is Rock and Roll Bingo. Play the song, hear the clip of the song, look at your sheet. If you've got Stairway to Heaven, if you've got Sweet Home Alabama, or whatever Imagine Dragons songs playing on the radio station, you cross it off. You're good to go. Rock and Roll Bingo. So there's still plenty of room because, again, we've had 95 people for regular bingo. So you still have plenty of room to call here to the Market Grill Express, 264-2219. So that's the phone number. You make that phone right behind me ring if you call that, 563-264-2219. That's how that happens. What else? We had some hot deals that are good through tomorrow. If you want to check those out, front page of the Hy-Vee ad, Honeycrisp apples. There's some Midwest boneless chops. We've got buy one, get one free Josie's organic salad, Hy-Vee bacon. That's good to know. Mental note, buy bacon, Tony. Okay. Buy bacon. $2.88, buy a lot of bacon. Probably buy 3 packs of that bacon today. And then I will bake it in the oven like a civilized person. No grease. Pops for this guy. Hy-Vee cottage cheese, pasta, chips, pop, front page of the ad, hot deals at the store. Come in and see us. We'd love to take care of you. Food court deals. I'm going to mention the food court deals, and then we're going to get out of here. So the food court deals throughout the month of January, you can see it right there. Today, Monday. Listen, everything on there is good to go. So $3.99 one-trip salad bar, buy one, get one free lunch, 9-inch sub for $4, $3.99 hot turkey sandwich. $3.99 breakfast tomorrow on Tuesday. I love the Tuesday. Listen, all these deals are great, and I just want to leave that up there for a minute to let it marinate if you'll allow it. So $3.99 any breakfast on Tuesday, $6 all you can eat soup and salad bar, tenderloin sandwich for $2.99. Just look at that. Every day of the week is covered. Couple fuel savers in the mix, cheapest boneless wings in town, bigger boneless wings, cheap beer. So, yeah, that's all looking good. I wonder if we go to the Hy-Vee Facebook page, I'm trying to think when I would have posted this. Saturday or Sunday? There are just some pictures of the hot case, food in the hot case that looks really good. So Boney, our kitchen manager here at the store, him and the crew, and that is Dixie, and that is Candy, and Teresa, and Kim and everybody, Adam, everybody that works in the kitchen. They're doing a really good job. And when you roll into the store, you know, we see this happen all the time. People that come into Hy-Vee for lunch, they kind of go past the salad bar. Check that out. Best, biggest salad bar in town. Got the soup at the end. Then you got the Market Grill Express. Then you got the kitchen salads, right? And then you got the kitchen hot case, sandwich shop, Italian, Hy-Vee Chinese, plus sushi. That's a lot to take in, right? And people sometimes will do that. I do that, and I work here. You do like you take a little hot lap, and you're looking at stuff, and you're going, what looks good today? What's hot? What's fresh? What's hot? What's fresh, Steve? And right there, that's what's hot and what's fresh. So I've been trying to take a picture of said hot case every day, and Boney sent me these pictures, and I posted them. I was happy to do it on Saturday. Look at how good all that looked. Look at that. Just beautiful, right? I don't even know what half of it is, but it looks good. Right? I mean, I don't have the menu in front of me. I don't know. And then Mel Gibson was here the other day. Did you see him? You missed him. You missed when Mel Gibson was here. He was here during the Snowmageddon. I'm trying to give Sherry this donut. It's a donut, Sherry Saiwasing. You want it? Yes. Oh, she's such a liar. Sherry's giving me the no. All right, listen, we're going to get out of here. Sherry says, where's my Scotcheroos? I didn't even see her comment. That's funny. So as I mentioned, tomorrow, Tuesday on the Hy-Vee Today Show with yours truly, we'll talk with Lindsay Phillips, Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Muscatine County. We'll talk about Starbucks with Ashley Hardman. Wednesday, we'll go to the Musser Public Library. We'll be here, but we'll talk about the Musser Public Library. Thursday, Amy Hessel with the Y. And Friday, Jim Hayes with Crossroads. Thanks to CBI Bank and Trust for their support, Toyota Muscatine for their support, and Team Staffing. Email me if you need anything, HyVeeToday@gmail.com. How about Nicole Sorgenfry, United Way of Muscatine? What a great guest, rescuing food. Since 2014, United Way of Muscatine has rescued $2.5 million in food. Tech Night coming up tomorrow, 6 p.m. at the Walnut Room with United Way, and then they've got a Kids First Fun pancake breakfast on Friday. We encourage you to rescue food with an appeal, or rescue food with appeal, or rescuing food could be appealing because it's a picture of a banana. Boy, what's next? I could have a whole collection of these, right? I could have, and by the way, just to prove that I'm serious, the evidence is here. I have not touched this donut, right? No bites have been taken out of it. Check the bottom. What am I checking the bottom for? I'm not looking at, wait, looking under the hood of the donut here. What's happening? You could have it. It's yours, boo-boo. All right, we'll see you tomorrow live at 8:30 a.m. or at 7:30 or 10:30 p.m. on Muscatine Power and Water. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the weather while it lasts. You never know what's going to happen. It's Iowa, right? Can you believe sometimes it snows in Iowa? Holy moly. I can't either. And come see us here at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. We'll get you taken care of with anything that you need. Goodbye for now, though.
Thanks for watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone.
Be very, very quiet while hunting wabbits.
We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community.
I'm trying to emote for the play that the alumni are putting on in Wilton this Friday, Saturday.
Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, HyVeeToday@gmail.com.